You're now watching Qnews, and here are the top stories for this hour. Trucks loaded with humanitarian aid bound for Gaza were seen waiting at the Karam Abu Salim border crossing. Supplies including wheat, flour, cooking oil, and canned food were assembled in a designated compound before being transferred onto transport vehicles for delivery into the enclave. This movement of aid comes as humanitarian assistance has begun to slowly resume following Israel's partial easing of a blockade that had been in place since early March, amid growing international pressure to allow relief into the region. Israeli National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has stormed AlAqsa compound in Jerusalem's Old City. The storming of the sensitive site, revered by Muslims as the third holiest in Islam and by Jews as the Temple Mount, comes amid heightened tensions. The compound is home to the Dome of the Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque, significant Islamic landmarks. Ben-Gvir's storming drew criticism from Palestinian and Arab leaders who view such actions as provocative. The government media office in Gaza condemned what it described as a brutal massacre following an Israeli strike on a school-turned-shelter in Gaza City that killed more than 30 people, including 18 children. In a statement, officials accused the military of deliberately targeting shelters for displaced civilians, calling the attack part of a wider campaign of ethnic cleansing and genocide against Palestinians that has continued for nearly 600 days. The office said that such strikes violate international and humanitarian law and are aimed at maximizing civilian casualties. It also highlighted the worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza, citing a collapsing healthcare system, destroyed hospitals, and critical shortages of fuel, food, and medicine due to ongoing border closures. The International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, has announced that 2 of its staff members were killed in a strike on a house in Qnews the previous day. In a statement, the ICRC said that the deaths highlight the unbearable civilian toll of the ongoing conflict in Gaza and renewed its urgent appeal for a ceasefire. The organization also called for the protection of all civilians, including medical workers, humanitarian personnel, and civil defense teams. The Kremlin has said that serious work is underway on Russia's proposed peace deal for the Ukraine conflict, but no formal draft has yet been submitted. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters that the memorandum being developed is a serious document requiring thorough preparation. The update follows a recent phone call between Russian President Vladimir Putin and U.S. President Donald Trump, during which Putin mentioned the ongoing peace efforts. The announcement comes amid skepticism from Kiev and European governments who accuse Moscow of stalling the process. Russia has denied the claim, stating that it remains committed to a resolution. German Foreign Minister Johann Wadephul has said that Ukraine is ready for peace negotiations, but Russia's ongoing attacks show a lack of willingness to negotiate. He added that Germany supports Ukraine and urges Russia to engage in talks. He also said that this is a clear European message of encouragement to Kiev and warning to Moscow. The Kremlin has dismissed U.S. President Donald Trump's characterization of Vladimir Putin as being mentally unstable, attributing the comment to heightened emotions surrounding the Ukraine conflict. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said that the current situation is emotionally charged for all parties and likely influencing public sentiment. Despite Trump's criticism following Russia's largest aerial attack on Ukraine since the conflict began, Moscow expressed appreciation for his role in facilitating the start of peace negotiations. And this concludes our top stories for this hour. I'm Hala Al-Hamalawi. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more updates here on Q News.